Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Michelle Andeveras and my report is all about Chapter 7, Telecommunications, the Internet and Wireless Technology for the second part. So the future Internet, IPv6 and Internet 2. So the transfer of enormous amounts of data and the presence of billions of users were not initially intended uses of the Internet. The world is soon to run out of available IP addresses using the previous addressing system, since many firms and governments have been awarded massive blocks of millions of IP addresses to accommodate present and future workforces. So IPv6, or the Internet Protocol version 6, is a new version of the IP addressing schema that is replacing the previous one. The switch to IPv6 will take years since it is incompatible with the current Internet addressing scheme. So Internet 2, it is an advanced networking consortium made up of more than 350 American universities, companies, and government organizations that collaborate with 66,000 institutions nationwide and foreign networking partners from more than 50 nations. A high-capacity 100 Gbps network called Internet 2 was created to link these towns and act as a test bed for cutting-edge technologies like telemedicine, remote education, and other cutting-edge applications that are not compatible with consumer-grade Internet services. These networks' fourth generation is being implemented to offer 8.8 terabits of capacity. So the Internet services and communications tools. So the client or the server model underlies the Internet. Client applications such as web browser software that are installed on users' cases provide them control over what they do when using the Internet. The information is kept on servers, including email messages and web pages. A client requests information from a certain web server located on a remote computer by the Internet, and the server responds by sending the requested information back to the client via the Internet. So the examples of the major Internet services are the email, which function is a person-to-person messaging, document sharing, chatting and instant messaging, interactive conversation, news group or the discussion group on electronic bulletin boards, telnet or logging on to the one computer system and doing work on another, file transfer protocol or FTP, or the transferring files from computer to computer, and the World Wide Web, or the retrieving, formatting, and displaying information including text, audios, graphics, and videos using hypertext link. So the figure 7.8 shows the client or the server computing on the Internet. So the client computers running web browser and other software can access an array of services on servers over the Internet. These services may all run on a single server or on multiple specialized servers. So the Voice over IP or the VoIP, it is a common platform for voice transmission and business networking, which is now the Internet. So VoIP technology uses packet switching to provide voice data in digital form, eliminating the fees incurred by local and long-distance telephone networks. So figure 7.9, it shows how voice over IP works. So a voice over IP phone call digitizes and breaks up a voice message into data packets that may travel along different routes before being reassembled at the final destination. Our processor nears the call destination called a gateway, arranges the packets in the proper order, and directs them to the telephone number of the receiver or the IP address of the receiving computer. So figure 7.10 shows a virtual private network using the Internet. So this VPN is a private network of computers linked using a secure tunnel connection over the Internet. It protects data transmitted over the public Internet by encoding the data and wrapping them within the Internet protocol. By adding a wrapper around the network message to hide its content, organizations can create a private connection that travels through the public Internet. So the web. So the most used internet service is the web. It is a client or the server architecture-based system with widely established standards for information archiving, retrieval, formatting, and presentation. So hypertext links are used to format web pages so that they can link to other documents as well as external objects like sound, videos, and animation files. You have click a hyperlink when you click a graphic and video starts to play. A typical website consists of a home page and a number of other web pages. So the figure 7.11 shows the top US web search engines such as the Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, Ask, and others. So the Google is the most popular search engine, handling nearly 70% of web searches in the United States and around 90% in Europe. So 7.12, it shows how Google works. So the Google search engine is continuously crawling the web, indexing the content of each page, calculating its popularity, and storing the pages so that it can respond quickly to user requests to see a page. So the entire process takes about 1.5 seconds. So the first, the user enters the query. And then the second is the Google's web servers receive the request. So Google uses several million pieces linked together and connected to the internet to handle incoming requests and produce the results. Third, the request is sent to Google's index servers that describes which pages contain the keywords matching the query and where those pages are stored on the document servers. Fourth is using the PageRank software. The system measures the importance or popularity of each page by solving an equation with more than 500 million variables in 2 billion terms. These are likely the best pages for query. Fifth, small text summarizes are prepared for each web page. And last, the results delivered to the user 10 to a page. So social search is an effort to provide more relevant results by including pages visited by users, social network, Google +1, or the Facebook like. Semantic search, it anticipates what users are looking for rather than simply returning millions of links. Intelligent agent shopping bots, it uses the intelligent agent software for searching internet for shopping information. So Web 2.0, today's websites allow users to communicate, share knowledge, and develop new products and services online, not merely display static content. So Web 2.0 describes these second-generation interactive internet-based services. So it enables collaboration, sharing information, and creates new services online. So it features interactivity, real-time user control, social participation or sharing, and user-generated content. So examples for these are the blogs or blogging are the chronological or informal websites created by individuals. The wikis or collaborative websites where visitors can add, delete, or modify content on the sites. And the social networking sites, which enables users to build communities of friends and shares information. So a popular content management system and blogging tool, WordPress is open source. So Twitter uses sort of blogging called the microblogging, which consists of brief posts of 140 characters or fewer. So figure 6.15 shows a Bluetooth network PAN. So Bluetooth enables a variety of devices including cell phones, PDAs, wireless keyboards and mice, PCs, and printers to interact wirelessly with one another within a small 30-foot or 10-meter area. In addition to the links shown, Bluetooth can be used to network similar devices to send data from one PC to another, for example. So figure 7.14 shows an 802.11 wireless LAN. So mobile laptop computers equipped with wireless network interface card links to the wired LAN by communicating with the access point. The access point uses radio waves to transmit network signals from the wired network to the client adapters, which convert them into data that mobile device can understand. So the client adapter then transmits the data from the mobile device back to the access point, which forward the data to the wired network. So the wireless computer networks and internet access. So Wi-Fi Example is the hotspots, or one or more access points in the public place to provide maximum wireless coverage for specific area. So it has a weak security features, while the WiMAX, or 802.16, it has a wireless access range of 31 miles and requires WiMAX antennas. So the RFID, or the radio frequency identification system, it offers a potent tool for monitoring the flow of commodities along the supply chain. So RFID system transmit the radio signal, as shown on figure 7.15. It first transmits the radio signals over a close range to RFID readers using tiny tags with embedded microchips that store information about a product's position and its content. The data are subsequently transmitted from the RFID readers to a computer over a network for processing. Unlike the barcodes, RFID tags can be read without direct line-of-sight contact. So WSNS, or the wireless sensor networks. It is a wireless sensor networks might be implemented if your business desired cutting-edge technology to monitor building security or identify dangerous compounds in the air. So in order to give measurements of numerous sites over wide areas, WSNS are a network of interconnected wireless sensors that are embedded into the physical environment. So these gadgets includes processing, storage, and antennas, and the radio frequency sensors. They are connected by a network which sends the data they collect to a computer for analysis. There are hundreds to thousands of nodes in these networks. So this figure 7.16 shows a wireless sensor network. So the small circles represents lower level nodes, and the larger circles represents high-end nodes. So lower level nodes forward data to each other or to a higher level nodes, which transmits data more rapidly and speed up network performance. So that ends my report, and here is my reference. Again, good morning and thank you for listening.